LeBron James is a top 4 player all time. It's not even an argument, first of all. He is going to have he has all the playoff records. He is going to have every regular season record. And yes, he's had a long season, but consistency and how healthy he has been for the remarkable part of his career is the most amazing thing. And he says all time.
All right, so Ed, who are your top 4 of all time? Because LeBron James...
Who is better than him? Magic Johnson's not better than LeBron James. No. Everybody puts him there. Larry Bird is not better than LeBron James. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you can argue, but he's not better than LeBron James. Who's better than LeBron James? LeBron James has been the face of basketball since Michael Jordan retired. In 2003, 2004, when LeBron James was drafted by the Cavaliers as the number 1 pick, the King, and I used to make fun of that name because anybody that gets the name the King always fails. Who was the last King that came into professional sports that really didn't develop into the player or the superstar that everybody thought he was going to become?
Ed also says, yeah, but he couldn't do it by himself. Not many players do it by themselves.
First of all, Michael Jordan couldn't do it by himself.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. Michael Jordan couldn't do it without Scottie Pippen. He couldn't have done it without Dennis Rodman. I'm sorry, Michael Jordan was the best player, best athlete I've ever seen. He couldn't have won without another player playing beside him. Mario Lemieux. Do you think Mario Lemieux would have won a championship without Jaromir Jagr?
Right.
Wayne Gretzky, do you think he would have ever won a championship without Messier or, Paul Coffey?
Curry, yeah.
Any one of these guys, Yari Curry? No, you need a Robin to you being Batman. Or you need a Justice League, okay? The thing about, and first of all, Snug, he is not called the king. People call Brady the GOAT. Okay, that's different. The greatest of all time. And by the way, if you remember where the word GOAT came from, LL Cool J, just so everybody knows.
And also, he only got claimed that now. He wasn't hyped as that as a guy that was a 6th-round pick.
I just think when you're trying to compare and contrast certain players and certain decades, okay? LeBron James is a great player. LeBron James could have played in the 90s. He could have definitely played in the 80s because of his body type and the way he plays the game. But could he have stayed healthy as much as he has in that time, like he has this time? And he has been hurt in certain time of the year over the last couple of years. No question that he has. But his first 10 years, he was healthy his first 10 years, really. And that's because of the way his body is built and the way he trains in the offseason. But the way they played in the NBA in the 90s and the 80s, LeBron or Steph Curry wouldn't have been as dominant as they are now in those days. They would have been great players. But I don't know if LeBron in the playoffs is going to average 33 points a game in his career. No way. The game was different. The three-point shot wasn't as big as it is now. The game has changed. Thank you, Steph Curry. No player in any sport, except maybe tennis, golf, swimming, can do it by themselves. You need a team around you. You need players around you to help you get to that place of being a champion. Tom Brady was a great player. Does Tom Brady win those championships without Bill Belichick?
Right.
Does Tom Brady win those championships without the defense that he had in most of those years, that secondary that was dominant almost every single year, that running game that has always been good when they went to the playoffs, the James Whites, any one of them, you can name all of them.
The entire history of tight ends.
Corey Dillon, if you go with the tight ends that he's had, Gronkowski, probably the greatest to ever play. You can argue he is. Even Aaron Hernandez, I don't want to mention his name, but he was a fantastic player when he played in the league. You can't do it yourself in any sport except the single sports. Like I said, golf, tennis, and those type of sports.